Yo, it's your boy Skinny from the 9, Big Skinny, not the mini. Back at y'all another video. Like, subscribe, share, comment. They just stabbed Tory Lanez in prison, bro. They just stabbed Tory Lanez in prison, bro. And I know a lot of people are speculating that it has something to do with Kendrick Lamar. He was dissing Kendrick Lamar. Bro, I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. I highly doubt that Kendrick Lamar or like a Kendrick Lamar faction or a Kendrick Lamar secret assassin had anything to do with stabbing Tory Lanez. I feel like, because when you look at the guy who did it, right, they posted the guy's picture. First of all, he looks like he's a Mexican, right? So if y'all know about California prisons, they're very political, right? It's very, very political. And that shit is really like sectioned off, right? So it's like the blacks be with the blacks, and then within the blacks you have the Bloods, the Crips, you know, Pyrus, Damus, like all that. And then you have the Spanish, and then the Spanish is gonna be with the Spanish, and then they're gonna be divided into like Norteños and MS-13 and whatever Spanish gangs they have. And then those gangs, you know, it branches off like that, right? So it's like Kendrick Lamar is black, and Kendrick Lamar is from a neighborhood in California. I'm not 100% sure where he's from, but it's like if anybody was going to do something to Tory Lanez on behalf of Kendrick Lamar, it definitely would have been somebody like a black, right? And then when you put it in retrospect, it's like, I don't think anybody really cares that much to slide for Kendrick when this is rap beef, right? This is not even like, it's not like they got real issues, right? Like Tory Lanez was defending Drake. Drake's from Toronto. You know, Tory Lanez was speaking on how he felt about the situation. I just don't see why somebody, and then it's like he did that like 4 months ago, right? Like the whole Kendrick and like Drake beef is old now. Like if somebody was gonna retaliate on behalf of Kendrick Lamar, I just feel like this shit would have happened like immediately, right? And it's like if you heard Tory Lanez's new album, the one he dropped and he recorded like through the jail phones in prison, he talked about some of the stuff that he's going through while he's in there. You know, he's talked about people trying to fight him, and people trying to get him to join a gang, and you know, just having to transform into this street nigga that he never was before going to California prison, right? And on top of that, it's like, bro, he's not even from United States. He's from California, right? I mean, he's from Toronto. So it's like, he don't even have no alliances or beefs or neighborhoods that he would be beefing with to the point where somebody would attack him on behalf of Kendrick Lamar. Or the whole, like, you know, just the whole Drake thing. What I honestly feel, I feel like somebody, that guy, one, just wanted to make a name for himself and caught Tory lacking. Two, had some type of verbal disagreement and he caught Tory lacking. Or three, it had to be about some money, right? I don't see why this man would just stab Tory Lanez on behalf of Kendrick Lamar. It doesn't even make sense, right? Or the Illuminati. They trying to assassinate Tory Lanez. They trying to assassinate Tory because Tory's about to come home, and you know they trying to Biggie Smalls Tupac him. It's very sad to see Tory Lanez, like what he had to go through. Like just like when you follow this man's whole career, and like up to this point, it's like the whole Megan Thee Stallion thing and just everything that he had to like just deal with. Like I feel bad for Tory. You got to feel bad for him at one point, because like, you know, and not to backtrack or anything, but it's like when you really put this shit in retrospect, right? It's like when you like when 6ix9ine came home, like let me tell you, like when 6ix9ine came home, he thought Tory Lanez would be one of the only people to collab with him, and he thought Tory Lanez was, you know, gonna go against the industry for him, right? And even though Tory Lanez has said multiple times, like 6ix9ine is my friend, like I love that kid, like he's really my friend, he went against their friendship and still didn't collab with him because he didn't agree with what 6ix9ine did. You know, Tory Lanez said, bro, like, you know, that's my boy and everything, but I can't rock with him on no music because of what he did. And 6ix9ine was sold that if anybody was gonna do a song with him, it was gonna be Tory Lanez, right? So like when you take it, when you look at it from like an aspect of like, okay, Tory Lanez made the right decision industry wise, right? Like he stood on business for the industry, like he stood on business for street politics and gang, and he stood on business, right? Like he didn't collab with 6ix9ine. He should be praised, and you know, he should get features, and people should fuck with him and rock with him 10 times more over that simple fact. And then the Megan Thee Stallion thing happens, and he still got tarnished. Still got tarnished, still got his name dragged through the mud, and still ended up going to jail. Isn't that crazy? You make all the right moves trying to maneuver through this industry, this cutthroat industry, and there's always going to be somehow or some way that you're going to get your reputation smeared, and people go test you, and people go F you over. And you know, I feel bad for Tory, bro. Like, I feel bad for Tory. I'm actually a fan of his music. I like a lot of the stuff he's put out. I don't feel like he deserves this. Like, I just feel like this whole shit is messed up. Cause for somebody like Tory, who's very talented, and you know, he never really portrayed himself to be super, super tough, but he's not no punk neither. You know, he stood on business multiple times. There's not one bad video of Tory Lanez going outside, and you never really heard no bad stories about Tory Lanez, like he's fake or he's greedy or he's selfish. Like, I feel like Tory's an all-around good nigga, and I just feel like this whole Meg Thee Stallion should feel like shit. Like, Meg, if you're watching this, like, you're not a good person. Because to this day, I still believe that Tory Lanez didn't shoot her, right? And I feel like this was just something of a spiteful B word. You know, a spiteful B word where you're just mad that he effed your friend, and you took your spitefulness to a whole nother level where you can't come back from, because now it's to the point where it's like, if you try to make amends, or you try to show remorse, or you try to show sorrowness, that you gonna lose the whole campaign that you built up around like women abuse and women crime, and you know, but like deep down, like, I know you can't look at yourself in the mirror. I know you hate yourself. You have to hate yourself, because you put this innocent man through so much trauma and BS that it's like, you foul. You ruined this man's career. You ruined his life, freedom, and you know, he just got stabbed like 20 times, all because of you. All because of you. Because you couldn't control your emotions and feelings. Shout out Tory, man. They said it was non-fatal. I think he's gonna be good. We got to get Tory out of there, man. Tory, come home ASAP. And that dude that stabbed him, like, y'all got to get rid of him. Like, Tory don't deserve that, man. It's your boy Skinny from the 9, Big Skinny, not the mini. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Tell me what y'all think. Y'all think Kendrick Lamar has something to do with this? You think it was just a random argument? Do you think Tory Lanez is innocent? Did you hear Tory Lanez's new album? Give me some feedback, man. I want to talk to y'all. Peace.